Welcome back. We were in the middle of a fight still, apparently.
Oh my god, everything is exploding!
It's almost like he should have paused it or something.
Oh man,
He did,
his
though.
life. I didn't want to.
I mean, it didn't matter.
Just not.
My wire is stuck.
Don't
Bork.
bork.
Bork it?
Don't bork.
Bork is imminent.
Okay, it's not Bork.
Isn't there
I'm
like
sure it
a
was
Norwegian
Couch
pop star named Bork?
What?
Is there?
What?
I swear. Something like that.
The frig. Tell your tent story again. The people need to know.
But it won't be as funny anymore.
It's a minute in. We could curse since we're so professional and we get monetized.
Yeah.
That's the only time when we have to care about that.
I was on a school camping
If
trip.
we get monetized?
No, if it's a minute in, you can't curse the first minute of a YouTube video if you're monetized.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because they checked the first minute for curse words.
Because YouTube is absolutely terrible with their YouTube children algorithm, and they should just make it so that you could set your channel to never be shown to kid YouTube accounts. Because you are not, in fact, a kid channel.
What do you think?
You should, like, it's genuinely stupid.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's genuinely stupid. I've seen a lot of things about it. It's so stupid.
Well, once we actually start kidding, I guess.
But say penis a lot.
Yeah.
Like, okay, in my honest opinion, children just shouldn't be on YouTube anyway, because regardless of what it is on YouTube, none of it's good for
There's
children.
always going to be something. Like,
There's some stuff, but then
Where
they
did
just
it
click
come
on
from?
random stuff, and then they get this garbage teaching them how to be horrible people type thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's just the child being a brat and the parent going, "Oh, Sally," and then laugh track.
you know, you can't. I mean, you almost can't blame parents for how kids are raised these days anymore. Because at some point.
Because no one has enough money to live. No one has enough energy to do things. No one has enough anything to do anything, and there are too many people.
Cameron, you're being too depressing.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's true, but I mean, like, you can't always control what your kid's watching. The moment you say, okay, you can watch YouTube or something like that, and you don't...
You unchained the
room,
beast.
Like, they will find something, and it's over. Like, for instance, there's, I forget what they're called, Brian's Toy Review. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nothing against them, they're decent, you know, the parents are actually pretty cool, but at the same time, that kid is a brat.
Oh yeah? I've
Yeah.
never watched any of
No,
them.
I mean, it's
I am
for kids, and I like it.
Sure
At
thing,
the same
Coach.
time, it's better than most things that are on there.
If I'm to be honest, most kid stuff that's live action is almost 100% just scripted. Mm-hmm. So, whatever.
You don't want to know what one of my favorite toys growing up was?
G.I. Joe.
No, I didn't have any G.I.
Bionicle.
Joes.
I had...
Well, yeah. But
yeah.
no, I'm talking about one specific motherfucker.
What?
This was a 5 points of articulation Spider-Man figure, approximately 3.5, maybe 4 inches tall. So it's just shoulders, hips, and you could turn his head. And I had run him over with my bike, so he was fucked up. Like this was like a poor condition, not very good toy, made of not great material, and all of the red was coming off. He was mostly blue. And I loved
And you loved him?
because he was my little Spider-Man.
Dude, I get that.
Yeah.
I had so many toys that were like that to me. I still have one of them. I think I named him Woodchuck. He's a dumb little stuffy that I got from Yellowstone.
Only thing I still have from when I was a child is I was 3 years old, and my mom had brought home this... What? Oh, it's up there. My mom had brought home this stuffed animal. It was a stuffed lamb, and she comes in, and I couldn't remember this. She comes in, she's like, "What are we gonna name it?" She bought it for herself originally.
Yeah.
Well, the moment she asked me to name it is when she
Made the mistake that it was yours now.
It is now mine. I slept with that thing to this day.
Dang straight.
for
son.
21 years.
Dude, I love
still have
what
it.
did you settle on
I
for the name?
named it Mommy.
Aw.
Damn straight I did.
Oh man,
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, that's so precious.
that's wholesome and uncreative. Mine is just
Yeah,
uncreative.
it is.
I had a cow stuffy. You want to know what I fucking named it?
Moo Moo?
I named it Cow.
Nice! But I think that's the only thing I still have from when I was a kid.
Yeah, I've still got Cow.
Me naming my stuffies was
Oh,
always
now you're gonna have Tone Bear.
like
Yeah. Big
When-
bitch Ben.
yeah, there you go.
I can't wait till he gets here because I'm definitely gonna take a picture of it, put it on Facebook, and say this is Big Bitch Ben.
We'll
Fuck
take
yeah.
a picture of it and then make it the rest of the thumbnail.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Big Bitch Ben will always be in our Final Fantasy thumbnails now.
Even in the
Every
ones,
single one of them. Both of them have to be there too.
even in the ones where he is not in this one, like the before we even know he
No, like
exists,
Big
he'll
Bitch
just be
Ben is-
creeping in from the
Big
side.
Bitch
You have
Ben
to
is gonna be
read.
in the thumbnail for Final Fantasy Type 0.
Oh god.
Oh
It's outrageous.
This is outrageous.
I love it. I'm so excited.
You can do it. The
Trying
prompt
so
is there.
hard. It is. It is.
There you go.
That looks super jank, but it's fine.
All of my stuffies names were really dumb because I always tried to make up words as their names. So it would be like Raffello or
mean-
Bengay
Bengay?
or something
Isn't
like
Bengay
that.
just a place in India?
Is it? Because I would literally just look at a wall and go Wignig Twitted.
So you put together words the same way you mess with video games, where you just push all
Oh
the
man,
buttons
so are you telling
until
me
something
that
happens?
you have always been this way?
It's always been this way.
Yeah, it has. It's always been like this.
Can't stop, won't.
Frick, yeah.
Can I please?
No.
Just-
You
Like-
can't grapple down.
Like
That's
how-
not how grapple works.
This should be a story for Soul Calibur, but I won't frickin' remember. How I came up with El Ser was because I thought L sounded cool before whenever I said anything else, and then I said Sayer, and I was all, oh yeah, that sounds cool. I had no connection to Sir or anything when I was making that name, and then when I made
Nice ass, Barrett.
when I made my gamer tag, I was like, oh yeah, it's like Sir Captain or Captain Sir. I get it.
Oh man, my gamer tag is not original whatsoever.
You could do it. I believe in you.
It's an anime character and then a number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the main protagonist of Persona 4, and then numbers that I was like, this sounds good.
Yeah, you did it.
And then that's been it forever.
Dude, you want to know why? Okay, so my original,
But I'll never change it because I love it.
but before I had Captain Sare, I was Captain, like, Captain with no A, with no A still. 909. And back, oh, when did I decide? One of the Call of Duties I was playing, and I was just looking at everybody else's names, and they were all XX Triple Deluxe Dick 94 or
Yeah.
something, and I
Yeah.
was all,
Let me handle this.
I just realized how uncreative my name is. I'm gonna try and be something else.
Oh man, I had Moronic Toaster since the day I booted Xbox Live.
Because it
Took
was
me
a
like 3
recommend.
seconds.
Because it was a recommendation, wasn't it?
Moronic Toaster?
Wasn't it?
No, I made that up on the spot.
Oh, you're so hot,
I am.
dude. My freaking tent right now.
I got this.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
Never ever.
I'll tell it again later in 3
You'll
years.
tell it on a panel when we're up.
Fuck off.
One day when I was sitting beside
That-
a guy with a dick.
That boner guy, he's the guy that I played through Army of Two with the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have a tent then?
Probably.
A couple times, probably.
You know what?
I also played shitloads of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee with that guy. His dad was pissed.
Why?
Because we went, hey, can we go play some video games? And he goes, no, And then we go to his mom and say, hey, can we play some video games? She's like, yeah. And then the dad comes in and is like, what are you doing? I'm like, no, he's just about to beat Mecha King Ghidorah. We're gonna unlock a new character. I'm like, turn that shit off. I was so fucking upset. Because, like, we were gonna unlock Desotroya or some shit.
Nice.
We need to play that game.
We
need
do.
to get that game.
That's a fucking childhood favorite of mine, man.
You know what we forgot to say?
What?
That, so you know how the world is sexist?
Yeah.
Right? Like, for some reason, pink is a woman color and blue is the man color.
Yeah.
Freaking dudes are allowed to have stuffy collections and name them, man.
Yeah.
All of us, I had like 30 stuffies that I all had random word names.
Oh yeah, I had a whole bunch of them.
That I snuggled with when I was even freaking 16. Maybe
Like I
even
said,
older, man.
Have been sleeping with mine since I was 3 years old.
Freaking get over it.
21 years in the making.
People are allowed to like pink.
Oh yeah, I actually really like pink.
I mean, my
as
favorite
a
color
highlight
is yellow,
colors.
so...
Yeah. I just had to say that.
I mean, it
because
doesn't
we were-
matter now because people...
Yeah.
It's very more normalized now.
You know what I absolutely
Which is
fucking
good.
loved? That the super intimidating evil final boss of JoJo Part 5 has fucking pink polka dot hair.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
And
radical.
he's one of the coolest motherfuckers
God,
around.
that guy is badass. Mesh shirt for days.
I can't wait till Gunfinger Broken Legs comes animated.
Oh man, so because...
What the fuck?
Remember? He has a horse.
Whole
Oh
horse?
yeah!
There you go.
No,
Oh, you're
Gunfinger
talking about
broken
Johnny.
legs!
You're talking about Johnny.
He like drinks a tea to reload his finger or something.
Yeah!
It's freaking radical, dude. Have we ever told the people how? So I've watched part 1, part 2 fully.
In the first like
and
10
the
episodes
first-
of part 3.
Yeah. And before, so go watch our Cam versus the Couch, JoJo Eyes of Heaven, and our
Coop versus the
Coop
Couch.
versus the Couch, JoJo Eyes of Heaven. Because before
Oh, right.
we watched the show with me, because I haven't seen any of JoJo. We played that game, and I immediately fell in love with frickin' Wamu and thought he was the coolest thing on the planet.
I mean, he is the coolest thing on the planet.
He's
Yeah,
so
but Cooper
great.
didn't know he was the
That's
coolest
true.
thing in the
That's
show.
true.
No,
He
he
just
was
liked
so
his
awesome.
moves.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Wamu is great. I love his name. I love his style. I love his nipples. And then I watched the show and I went, freaking you!
Because Wham gets so much play!
He's so awesome.
So, and I told you guys that my friend Bren and I have been watching JoJo while we paint our D&D minis.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that sounds like a good time.
Oh, it's so much fun. We've already are deciding at some point we're going to base a character off of
A JoJo?
Joseph.
Oh,
Joseph.
Yeah. So we're thinking he's going to be like a fighter mixed like fighter monk character. Because fists.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing that I love from the olden days of playing that JoJo game is me constantly talking about, I have become the ultimate life form, and then Cooper being confused and quiet for 30 seconds before just blurting out, why is the ultimate life form a guy with bird wings for arms?
And then I have watched the show and I can now understand. A little bit more at least.
Yeah.
Still ridiculous.
Such a good show.
Oh,
I love it. I love it so much. I just finished part 4 for like the 6th time.
I should
Oh, look at all those numbers.
when I'm bored, because I resubscribed to Crunchyroll because they became good again, should watch part 1 and part 2 if they're on there again. You know, it'd be great if you could switch to Barrett.
And then just have the AI cloud just get dragged through the bullets.
And then progress.
Oh my god.
This is kind of dumb.
This is annoying. I actually really hated this.
You can see the gun stop
Can you
firing.
block?
You can see the gun stop firing for a half second before the bullets stop flying. So just
No,
look
you
at the-
can't do anything.
Yeah, just look at the muzzle flashes, so then you know when to start moving.
Yeah, he can't get you.
Yeah,
Ow.
it's so dumb, right?
Ow.
Oh, look, now it's not stunning you.
Ow.
He's just hitting you for free damage.
Mm-hmm.
What the frick?
Yeah,
This
I
is some Metal Gear Solid shit.
really hated that originally. I thought that was a waste of time. He's Cloudo Strifu.
Ren condensation.
Oh man, a spider droid from Star Wars
We fought one of these
episode
already.
3.
We already fought
You
one.
missed your joke
choice.
opportunity.
You missed your chance.
Come on, we already fought one.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I see.
Too late.
Stop failing at being cool and funny. I'm gonna format you.
Format me.
I will edit
Yeah,
you out
just
of-
like Cooper formatted Neo too.
Yeah. Like if you can't get your hands on a PS, because you could use these with your PS4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can't get your hands on a PlayStation 5, just go get a controller because they're just cool.
And it's honestly
They're pretty good.
a pretty good experience just
I
using it.
prefer the PS5 controller. It is one of the best controllers I've ever felt
Yeah,
in my hands.
This man is currently tenting because he's fondling this thing.
Oh my! I've arrived.
It's the fucking worst.
You get it? Do you get it?
I get it.
No, comment down below if you get it.
Oh, okay. I thought she was just dropping off the children in the woods.
Yeah, because kids are right.
Kids aren't real. That's very different from my. That's very different from my thing. It's like the pandemic was to keep us inside, so they can't see them. So we can't see them changing the batteries in the kids. Oh man, you want to know another good subreddit I found? And I'll bet
Dicks
you
are
can't
us.
figure out how I found it.
Dicks are us.
I found the subreddit r/birds aren't real.
You told us about this one.
Okay.
I think so.
Alright.
Continue though.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's already said the story.
No, it's all good.
Online?
Yeah.
On
We've
the
literally discussed it at least 2 times.
Alrighty. Well,
I
birds
remember-
aren't real. It's a fantastic community video.
I know he never shuts up whenever anything relating to birds happens. Because in frickin' Immortal Unchained, I think you dubbed those robots birds because they were robots and needed battery changes or something like that. Remember? Before
I
Ramathal?
remember.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't that complex. I just kept calling them birds, and you didn't correct me until eventually you started calling them birds.
Yeah. I miss when that game was good.
I'm starting to doubt it ever was. Man,
Dude.
it's so bad all the time now.
Dude, the beginning, it's Dark Souls 1. Like the DLC in Dark Souls 1. Can you say that's good though? Cameron, because you say the entire second half of Dark Souls 1 is
I consider the DLC like different fucking installments.
Okay, there you go.
The DLC for Dark Souls 1 is really good.
But the first half of Immortal Unchained was really good. It was solid. The mechanics made sense to the enemies.
And the enemy gauntlets were really well designed.
And then they just threw level design and thought of the mechanics out the window.
Out the window.
Also, look how fucked up Sector 7
Holy
actually
shit!
got.
I thought
like
that
that
was
we
a
get-
mountain, but it's
I like
actually a mound of trash.
Yeah.
We get to see the whole thing.
That's
this
actually
is the
awesome.
whole
Thank you
thing.
for bringing my attention to this.
You know what's cool? If you really want, you could climb up to the top from there, from that wreckage. Because it at the top left
Yeah, if
there.
you got good.
Yeah, it goes up there.
There's probably a dude up there with a gun who's supposed to shoot you if you do, though.
He's stationed there 24/7. I'm open 24/7. Come to me, I'll sell you like a burrito or something. If you try to pass, I'll shoot you in the head.
Oh my god.
Exclusive eatery.
Oh, I see. Then they actually have a nice little cutscene to
Yeah.
show you, in case you were too concerned with the robots.
I'm genuinely surprised it didn't start at her boobs on this cutscene.
It's a sad cutscene.
Another bar.
We'll build another bar.
We will.
Look at you guys
You'll help
thinking you're
too,
still going to be
won't
here
you?
after this game. And Cloud just walking away.
For a price.
Haha.
Slight smile, showing that Cloud has some sort
The
of...
eyes softened ever so slightly.
He made a kind of joke because she said I like you, and then he said for a price, and then he's a hooker now. I don't know.
I
how
mean, that with all the shit he's gone through, that's not even to like you can't even say he doesn't have any experience.
Of course it is.
Wait, stop, look down.
It's
Look down,
the
down,
ropes.
down. Is that a yellow rope?
Yeah, it is. Grab to yellow point.
Look at those yellow ropes, motherfucker!
Grab to yellow point.
Thank God that yellow rope was there, Zach.
I'd never have known.
Wouldn't have stood a fucking chance. Yes! It's there, it's here! It's everywhere. It has never stopped. It infected Japan.
What?
The
yellow
yellow
is to
ropes.
grab?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. I wonder what the boss is.
Stupid is what
I'll
it
bet
is.
you deal enough damage and then it opens up and then there's a yellow thing and you need to grapple it. Look at all that fucking damage.
Why are you like? Okay, you could strafe it.
Okay.
He shoots in the.
Very stupid segment that was not needed.
Oh no!
They just did it to make it game together.
Oh no! He's a flying bot. Okay, so in my time playing this game, the flying enemies are stupid, in my opinion. Because Barret or Aerith are the only ones who can reliably deal with them unless you have magic equipped on Tifa and Cloud. And you generally don't really want that because they're not the mages.
Well,
Aerith is the mage, and Barret has better magic. Like magic damage, so it's like, frick.
I just want to see what they're going to do with the next one. If it's going to be open world or not.
They have the power of the next gen, so they can make it more special.
That's very exciting, actually. I keep forgetting.
What, that no actual next gen game has been released yet? That has been 100% made for the equipment?
Solely made for next gen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Demon's Souls is just...
It's a PS3 game with
Yeah.
PS5 graphics.
Returnal is just pretty. The only thing about that was ambitious was the amount of freaking projectiles on it. Right?
Yeah.
The environments are good looking, but it's not huge. It's not so much detail.
I want to be Spider-Man when I grow up.
And Bright Memory is, you know what's sad to me? So the Falconeer got announced for PS5. It's not released yet, but it's coming. So the only actual exclusives for the Xbox Series X are Bright Memory and the Medium.
What really cracks me up is I've heard so many people online argue that the Xbox is still 1,000 times better than PS5, and their argument is that there are better games, better Xbox Series X games out now. But after listening to Cooper go on and on about how that hasn't happened.
So a lot of the exclusives that aren't on PS5 are racing games or some very indie shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of AAA stuff or passion projects.
Yeah.
Yes, there's stuff coming out, but nothing yet.
Plus, at this point, if you're still going on about console wars, you just need to grow up.
Dude, we're staring at Sex Switch. We're staring at it all. I got a PC even.
Yeah.
Like, just play video games.
Yeah, stuff.
That was a genuine voice crack, by the
That
way.
was.
That
really was.
Like, I usually play it up like that.
yeah.
But
That was an actual.
That was a
voice
real
crack.
that one before.
And it's the perfect sentence. You can plug it in anywhere. We're gonna clip that.
I won't.
Jesus. But please, just play video games. Get over it. Nothing's better than anything.
Nothing's better than video games.
Nothing's better than video games.
Ah, defense fucking sucks.
Yeah. It's okay, it'll stagger him.
Shoot him enough to get some APB.
Yeah.
Cloud is up. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I killed it.
Oh, you won.
Are you sure? Or is this just second phase?
Oh, it's second.
Oh.
There you go. That was beautiful. I love that. You know what? That actually ruined your plan.
It really did.
Oh, this isn't good. You can Phoenix down though.
You know, I gotta get some.
Oh, I see. It's a satellite that's shooting a laser.
But do you
beam.
only have 2? Oh, you have rays.
Some Hammer of Dawn shit.
That laser is coming very.
Oh, clutch.
Brave for fire.
Oh, okay.
It's dead.
Yes, you managed to get it within the stagger. That's kick ass.
You got a cog bundle.
Not that there was ever any
We
doubt.
did.
This segment sucks.
It wasn't as bad as I was thinking. I thought.
I think this is still better than Ghost Zone.
Yeah. I didn't like Ghost Zone. Shit. I think we had a rough time with Ghost Zone.
Mechanically, I think this was worse.
Yeah.
Because there's only one way you could deal with it, unless he decides to let you melee him.
Now do the same thing for Barrett.
No, Barrett's just cooler than Tifa.
Oh,
Bye, Barrett.
Oh, Barrett!
Barrett!
Oh my god!
that was very goofy.
That's silly. I get it, but
Should have hooked into his arm.
yeah, it
Yeah, I
would
was
have
thinking,
released in
like that bit from Attack on Titan when
Yeah.
the dude is unconscious, so they just spear him in the fucking foot.
There's such a thing as too much excitement.
Yeah.
Like I said, this whole segment, it was literally 30 seconds in the
And there's
original.
still more to come.
You literally just like climb up the wall
Hope
and boom.
everybody's warmed up.
Maybe you'll fight a few enemies, maybe you won't. You good at the video game? Boom.
oh my god. We're
It's
getting
been a
it.
while.
Because the next chapter is happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. Oh, there it is!
Oh!
Oh, there it is! I'm sad that the chapter 16 popped up then. It should have popped up a little after, giving us, like, just the portrait.
Yeah. There's 2 more chapters.
Yeah.
16, 17 or 16, 17,
18.
18?
Rolled out
Okay.
the
Well, not
welcome
counting
wagon.
this one. There's 2 more after.
Gotta say,
17, 18, yeah.
I can't help but wonder if this is a lost cause.
Well, you know, some lost causes are worth fighting for.
Let's just think this through.
So, I got an idea. Frontal assault, guns blazing. Make for a good story.
Why'd we bring you along again?
Let's just run in there and shoot everybody.
Rear entrance.
Such a good idea.
We'll get inside via the parking garage.
Man, like, whenever, so I played a Final Fantasy game. I can't remember or recall which one. I mostly played the dumb spin-off, like the Chocobo card game.
Oh my god.
One or something for the DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whenever I see Final Fantasy, it never looks like this. Final Fantasy VII's the
Somehow, I
only
don't think it's all
one
for us. Could be
that's
for
all
Avalanche. Maybe even
steampunky,
Wu-Tai.
lots of metal everywhere,
What about
right?
the ceasefire?
That only put the war
8,
on
I
pause.
think, if I remember correctly, is like that as well.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Well, the only thing I hear about 8 is that Squall was cool because he's got a gun sword.
yeah. I mean, Squall is pretty cool. I like him quite a bit. He's no Cloud, but
We're here to
he's-
rescue Aerith, remember? We don't need more attention.
But when I see Final Fantasy, I see mystic weird robots that are powered by magic, not literal industry nonsense like this. So this one is genuinely
Make it later.
just that much more intriguing in world design. Because what the frick? There's this guy running around with a big sword, people are shooting with guns and sending literal robots at him in a giant steampunk factory.
The opening scene of the game is you on top of a train.
A train! Like a weird steampunky train, too.
But it's not just you that's doing all that stuff, too, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've got other people in there that are still using swords and...
But like, frickin' ha-ha-ha's game.
Titus.
Yeah, Titus.
Freaking ha ha ha!
It's Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, when I look at that game, it's just islands with huts.
Well, at the very beginning, when it takes place in the real world or whatever, you've got like
Oh,
a
man.
big industrial
I can't
super
wait
city.
to get to that game and hate every
I can
second of
wait
it.
for decades.
You know what we should do next for, like, I know you're eager to
That's
play
a Shimmer
more
truck, isn't it?
Final Fantasy or something, but I really want you to play Lost Odyssey.
Lost Odyssey?
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Because A, I want to see where it goes, because I haven't beaten it. And C, it's an RPG.
Yeah.
And it's turn-based RPG. It's classic.
Didn't Final Fantasy 13 also have like
Yes.
not like
Did they not see him? They're on the.
Oh my god. Final But yeah, Final Fantasy 13 was like super hyper future, right? And then also similar thing, there's also the area
Dude,
with the,
come on. You see that butt up there? It's Barrett.
Roger.
This reminds me of that scene from
I
The
can't-
Predator.
So far,
Yeah.
so good.
Remember that one? Oh yes, scream as loud as you can and then body that. Oh!
Oh my god.
Come from?
Where'd you go? Oh my god.
Keep it tight.
I can't. That.
Don't worry about it, Cooper. Just
Don't worry about it. Hey Cooper, do you like The Predator directed by Shane Black? There's a bit where the Predator's like, I gotta hide in this truck, and then he jumps into the
Okay,
back of the truck.
the Predator. Is this tied to Predator?
Yes.
Okay, like
The Predator is like,
clicking
I
tongues,
gotta
laser missiles.
hide inside this truck, and he jumps into the back of the truck, and then he turns around, it's like, oh no, there's 20 SWAT dudes, and they're all looking at this big dumb alien. And they're like, ah! And they start shooting the guns or whatever. And then it cuts to the guy in the driver's seat who's like, hey, you guys are making a lot of noise back there, what's going on? And the Predator's like, oh shit. And he grabs a severed arm, folds the fingers into a thumbs up, and sticks the severed arm through the window into the front seat. And the driver's like, okay, good to hear it. And he keeps on fucking driving. That is the most trashiest movie of all time.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you want to know what the Predator's goal is in The Predator?
good to hear it as the guns are still fired.
Do you want to know what the Predator's ultimate goal is in The Predator? It is to steal autism from the human race to use it to improve their species by giving all future Predator generations autism.
Because it makes them more creative?
No.
Like, that's the only logic I could see, because honestly, and
It's
this
because,
is gonna sound
it's because the movie equates being on the autism spectrum with having a fucking eidetic memory.
okay.
Like 1-to-1.
Don't worry about it.
For like 3 months after Zach and I went to see that movie together, I would just randomly text him questions.
All caps.
All caps. Why did the doctor suddenly get good at the grenade launcher? And he says, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god, are you still talking about the Predator? That was 3 months ago. And my response is, all caps, irrelevant. You're gonna limit break these poor fuckers? Oh my god.
is there Molotov? Why?
Molotov.
That's such a useless item.
All
Because if
items.
I'm going to
Dude,
use
do you know how many items I actually end up using in this game? There's
the heal item.
in general, in any Final Fantasy game,
The
I
heal
typically
items.
use the heal items and certain other items that might help. It's
Maiden's Kiss.
situational.
It's kind of like Returnal. When I was playing
It is
Returnal, I
very
was like,
situational.
the only items that are useful are the heal items. Because
Some
all
of
the other
some of
things-
the other ones in Returnal
Well-
you can make. super
Well,
fast.
they're good, right? But I would.
But if you've got a
win.
heal item instead, that's always better.
Yeah, then you're just full health after the fight, regardless.
You can tell where they were just like, we need to make this game longer. And I'm just like, Lord, you could have made the full game.
I feel like this specifically was added so that you could, if you didn't do this all the side quests, grind it out over again, just to level you up. Because this Final Fantasy VII Remake is not structured like an RPG is.
No, it is not.
It is very structured like an Uncharted, where it's heavily story and massive emphasis on story.
It's gonna be nice if they do part 2 right.
Where they just let it be an RPG again.
Yeah.
That's my main gripe with this game,
Yeah.
is that it doesn't feel like an RPG.
Midgar in itself, though, just... I like what they did with the game. I do wish that it was more RPG.
It just feels
But
like a
it's a
20-hour
hack-
tutorial.
It's a hack and slash. That's what Midgar is in the original.
I know.
That's why I'm like, why? Make the whole goddamn game. Cowards.
Speaking of Smash Brothers, so the last character,
That
Tekken
guy.
7 guy,
Oh, yeah.
Heihachi?
and or Tekken 1 guy as well, because I think he's in all of them. Mishima,
Is that in Bison?
Kazuya Mishima, Heihachi's son.
Oh, okay. That was actually a pretty good trailer. He like dramatically threw the guy off the cliff, which I assume is like a thing from the lore.
Yep.
But then he dramatically throws one of the other Nintendo characters off. And then he dramatically throws another one off, but they get stuck, so he kicks them off.
So
And then he just kind of dangles Kirby over the edge and then drops him.
and then he floats
Then
back
Kirby
up.
floats back up,
Yeah.
and Kazuya doesn't know what happened. Where'd he go?
So you want to know the lore behind that?
Yes, I do.
At a very young age, Heihachi was trying to teach Kazuya to do the fight, I think. And then Heihachi was like, nah, you're a failure, and he threw him off a cliff.
Ah, he Spartaned him.
Yeah.
But then he came back and he was like, no, you
Okay.
get thrown off
And
the
he
cliff,
climbed
Dad.
up the cliff, and then his sole purpose is to kill his dad now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On the next episode,
We're gonna do the thing that Zach wants to do.
maybe. We'll see. I don't know.